Hello, Cancerians. Welcome in. Thank you for coming by, you guys. Happy birthday, my friends. Cancers, this is a particularly auspicious birthday season for you. As many of you know, I'm a Cancer as well. I'm right near the end. And as I record this, we're about 3/4 of the way through your season. The reason why I say it's particularly auspicious, well, there's so many reasons astrologically, Cancer. There's a lot of huge outer planet, meaning they don't move very often and they have huge impact. There's a lot of huge outer planet shifts happening, happens to be right during your season. And many of them are in your fellow cardinal sign of Aries. We're also going to have some action coming up in Libra, your fellow cardinal. I don't know about you guys, but again, I'm recording this the day after the full moon in Capricorn, which is your opposite sign. You may know, Cancer. For me, it was one of the most intense full moons I've felt in a long, long time. And I figured out partly it's because of Pluto. Pluto has been in Capricorn for 16 years until January of this year. And Pluto carries with it a lot of karma, a lot of deep psychological change. That's its job. It brings about lasting change, but it's deep and it's difficult, especially when it's in your opposite sign, which happens to be ruled by Saturn. But in January of this year, it shifted out of Capricorn. So this full moon that just happened yesterday and the new moon in your sign at the end of June are the first in your two signs since Pluto left, meaning that it's a whole different ball game now. That chapter has come to an end. But with this full moon, there could have been a lot of final releasing or processing for many of you. It was super intense. But anyway, Cancerians, I want to do a birthday reading for you. I'm going to do an overall spread. We'll look at kind of several areas of your life, and whatever jumps out, we'll go deeper into. It's still a general reading, so not everything I say is going to resonate with you the way that I say it. All of a sudden, my heart got really fast. Interesting. So, as always, take what resonates and leave behind what doesn't. Cancer, Mercury is about to go retrograde in my Mercury sign, affecting my speech quite strongly right now. Please forgive me. All right, from the Sacred Rebels Oracle deck for my Cancerian friends. Let's get some overall energy. Oh, I'm not going to go any deeper into the astrology because I have several other videos dedicated exclusively because that's how big these movements are. But I will say that Jupiter, the planet of luck, expansion, new adventure, new learning, it's Sagittarius' ruler. That planet is in your sign this year. And this happens while everything else I just said. Quite amazing, Cancer. What do we have? We have visions of life beyond death. Whoa, number 44. Cancer, this could be what we're talking about. Pluto is Scorpio's ruler. It's all about death and rebirth. And this is about visualizing what came next the way only you can, Cancer, intuitively. Her eyes are closed in this picture. And up here is this owl. There's wisdom gained from what you've been through. It's a year of transformation for you. Well, for everybody in the collective, but certainly for you, Cancer. Number 44, interesting. And then we have receiving. This is about receiving that intuitive vision that was guiding you through, but also this can be the rewards now from the universe. One thing I do always say about Saturn, where Pluto has been for so long, is that if you do the work, you get the rewards, and it's in equal measure. Ask any Capricorn, there's no shortcuts. You do the step by step, and it has to be real, has to be deep, then receiving. That's beautiful. Let's get a wisdom of the oracle. Number 44, number 27. So we reduce those numbers, we get number 8 and 9. That's pretty interesting as well, Cancer. I mean, 10 is transformation. From the wisdom of the oracle for Cancer. Okay. We have soulmate energy on the bottom of the deck. And we have by the book, which is always very Capricorn. It's what I just said. Okay, let me slow down my speech. It's what I just said. No cutting corners, doing things by the book. But I love this soulmate card hovering on the bottom, and we have receiving here. So we'll see what that's all about for you. Look at these penguins. I love this card. They're all wrapped up in hearts, and penguins do mate for life. Number 11 on by the book. Let's put that over there. All right, Cancer, I'm going to use the astrology spread. So it looks into several areas of your life and will clarify as necessary. Do we want the Lundu universe? Oddly, I feel the lights here. Not a deck I often use for you guys. Let me get a sip of tea. Allergies are just all summer. I hope everybody's having a good birthday if you've already had it. The deeper we get into Cancerian season, the more intense the energy does get. I'll say that. So I'll be talking about some of those transits in upcoming videos. They all affect you, Cancer. Let's start off by looking at the sun. It's kind of your overall energy. It affects your whole reading. We have the King of Pentacles. That's beautiful. Earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and we have that by the book. Well, the King of Pentacles definitely does do things by the book. This is somebody who, like I said, does not waste energy or time or anything. Doesn't cut corners. He builds to grow. That's arriving at a place of self-mastery. The next step is Emperor. And right here we have number 44. What's next? This is in the focus. So you might be focused on arriving at that place for you. Let's go down to the moon, which of course is your ruler. We just had the moon in Capricorn. And a Swords, releasing the final release. A lot of people are afraid of the Ten of Swords, but no way. It's the end of a well-deserved cycle of learning. That's where the wisdom comes from. Death and rebirth. Now, under the moon can say that with that Capricorn full moon, it was the end of a long cycle. It could have been 10 years. It could have been more. The swords are our thoughts. It's our mind. So we learn. Let's take a look at Mercury. This can be about communication. Okay. Cards have been crazy. We have the Five of Wands, fire energy. This very excited communication. Now, for some of you, this can be about kind of batting back and forth passionate ideas, coming up with plans. We'll see how this plays out. Can be people in your environment as well. So, yeah, it can be because we have the Eight of Cups. So it can be about leaving behind either a self-defeating way of being or a group around you that kind of energetically combats you and your progress forward. Can be. Let's take a look at Venus. It is about love, of course, and what we love, but it does rule money as well. And with Jupiter, for many a Cancerian and Capricorn, which is all about money, it's all about career. For many a Cancerian with King of Pentacles, this can be that for you. Oh, I see the Knight of Swords and King of Swords. Interesting. The King of Swords always shows up in your readings, Cancer. So a lot now, it's not uncommon if this turns out in Venus to be somebody that you have a romantic situation, because the King of Swords and the Queen of Cups, male or female, are often found together, the mind and the heart. But I see the Knight of Swords. Okay, this is interesting. This is about communication in a fast hurry. So you might want to you might want to speak to somebody here. Okay. King of Swords. Interesting to see the King of Swords in Venus because let me see Mars. Mars is about the action that we take. It can be about your career. It can also be about your outward attraction. We have the World. Look at this. This is the end of a cycle. It's the last card in the Major Arcana. And this is that final step. So there might be something that you need to say, and you need to say it clearly. And even though it's in Venus, it may not be able to come from that usually empathic plate. We'll see. But anyway, the world. But with the world, it's the beginning of the new cycle about to unfold. Look at Jupiter. This is what is waiting to unfold. It's in your sign for a year. Let me see Jupiter for Cancer. Well then, we have the... Did you guys see how the cards are falling lately? It doesn't usually... Anyway, we have the Knight of Cups and we have the Eight of Wands. Look at this energy waiting to unfold. It's very romantic and passionate. The Eight of Wands is like where what's being held back finally opens up. And whatever was being held back, it could be passion, it could be creativity. The Knight of Cups is very creative. I call him my poet of the tarot. But with this fast hurry of communication, though, as well, and soulmates, right? This could be about love. Knights are about beginnings, and they are communicators. So, okay. But there's this Five of Wands, so that's some kind of combat there. Take a look at Saturn. Old Saturn, wise old Saturn. What holds us back is the lessons that we've learned. Temperance. Temperance is a card about divine timing and patience. And that's maybe why the Knight of Swords is there in Venus, because you don't want to be patient. And I get that, but right now we have retrogrades happening. And they will be pretty much, more or less, Cancer until the end of the year. But that's for a separate video. Anyway, with Temperance being down in Saturn, this is about waiting for the perfect time, when the perfect alchemy's been made here with those two cups, which incidentally is soulmate. So, with Temperance down in Saturn, it can be that there's a reason why it hasn't happened, whether this is creative progress here, or it can be about romance. We'll see. But by the book, right? You have to do it the right way. Okay. Let's clarify. Let's go. What do we feel? Okay. The pulp. These, no? Okay, good. I was like, these are unusual depths for you, Cancer, but actually I was redirected to the wild unknown. All right, let me see the King of Pentacles. This is in the focus. Chariot, Cancer, that's your major arcana. I love that coming out for you right in the sun. Of course, we are in Cancer season, but the Chariot is driven by the Emperor, which we called out here with visions of life beyond death. Movement forward is coming into a final alignment with yourself. It is about understanding, it's about alignment of your shadow and your light. Because if you try to separate those two, the Chariot goes all over the place. It is about self-mastery. And hanging from this horse's neck, and I love the wild unknown, there's a pentacle. Bringing in your opposite sign of Capricorn, and we have the King of Pentacles here. So for a lot of you, what maybe was holding you back, Temperance down here, we'll see, in this Eight of Wands progress, was about that alignment and that place of self-mastery. Could be we have that Ace of Cups there. Aces are all about potential and possibility. And this is your love language, Cancer, and the Knight is who brings it in. Eight of Wands, waiting to unfold. Let's get one more on the Chariot. Can be a card about travel. The Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups is my emotional pilgrimage card. Again, in this depiction, all of these cups are broken. There's no going back. That's the past. And it is about walking away from things that didn't lead to the fulfillment, the Ten of Cups. What's missing is two cups. Soulmates. Archangel Michael down here. Okay. So whatever it was, Ten of Swords and the Moon. Let me see what's that ending for you. We have receiving. Oh. The Six of Pentacles, and there is that King of Swords. The Six of Pentacles can be about money. It can be about balance. It be about a payout or something like that that you're waiting for under the moon. King of Swords goes from the moon over here to Venus with the Knight of Swords. Interesting. This Six of Pentacles is definitely one about finding balance. Okay. By the book and the King of Swords. Let me see the Five of Wands with Mercury. It's the Lovers. Interesting and somewhat not surprising is Gemini's major arcana, along with the shifts happening during your birthday season. We had Uranus, the planet of sudden change. And what else moved into there? Venus. Interesting. We have sudden change, King of Swords, Knight of Swords. But anyway, the Lovers is about making a difficult choice. As Gemini energy, it's the twins. It's about our inner duality, and I have that here, right? So this King of Swords for you, Cancer, I mean, I'm going to go way out there with this for some of you because it came through. This King of Swords could be your other side. Remember I said, truly he's the opposite energy of you. But anyway, when lovers type situations come across our path, it usually requires we make some kind of decision. Whether it's about two people or situations, mostly it's about our past and our future. It isn't easy, and we have that Five of Wands here. Okay. It's a lot of passion with the Lovers card. Let me see the Lovers. These cards just want to tell me what they want to tell me. Wow. We have Justice. Libra's major arcana. There's your fellow cardinal. Mars is on its way there. But again, I'll try not to go. But anyway, karmic justice, balance, harmony. And I got balance with this Six of Pentacles too. Magician here, Virgo and Gemini. Okay. Making the choice. Let me see the Knight of Swords. Jeez. I mean, justice and by the book and the King of Swords. There can be some legal things here as well. Maybe that's what you've been waiting for. It could be the Ten of Wands. Look at the tens coming out, Cancer. Wow, this is coming out in Venus with that King of Swords, Knight of Swords. This is the end of a path, a hard fought for one. It requires a lot of passion to get to the Ten of Wands. Maybe that's why now you're in a hurry. That's a lot of burden to carry there. Can I see that Ten of Wands? Receiving. Yeah, justice. It's the Hermit. We already saw the Hermit, didn't we? We saw Virgo somewhere. Pretty sure the Hermit was already seen, but anyway, Virgo's major arcana, Mars and Virgo right now. So maybe as we move towards the Leo season, Eight of Wands, boom. The wise old hermit. That's where the visions come from, within. By what you've been through, Ten of Swords, Ten of Wands. But what? This is an interesting reading, Cancer. Receiving, and then boom, Knight of Swords. Okay, the Knight of Swords is very fast. Let me see the World. It's like ending a burden, dropping a burden, but you need to communicate. Okay, interesting. Let me see the World and Mars. The Nine of Cups. And the Ten of Swords. The completion of a cycle. We have the Eight of Cups here, leaving something behind and going Nine of Cups. See the Ten of Swords. And look at this, Cancer. There's Jupiter, the Wheel of Fortune, waiting to unfold this Knight of Cups, Eight of Wands. Hope this is making sense, right? But it's trapped here behind the Ten of Swords, which is in the moon. So we're going to have to go deeper into the moon to find out what you need to do to free that. Because destiny, I mean, you don't. I call this my let go or be dragged card. It's like, it's on the way. Destiny is unfolding. Temperance here. Ten of Swords to Nine of Cups. Wish fulfillment. We saw the Ace of Cups. That makes 10. And we have you wanting 10 with this, right? Walking away. We get another set. Interesting. But there's something here. Justice. And that Ten of Swords under the moon. And I see the Knight of Cups waiting to unfold for you with Jupiter and the Eight of Wands. Yeah. Oh, look who it is. It's the Emperor. Interesting. Mars energy. Your Cancer, part of what happened between end of last year and where we are now is Mars had spent like 8 months in your sign. That's unheard of. But so anyway, the Four of Pentacles is a card about stability, but it is a card about holding steady as well. It's what's waiting. Now, either then you can make some kind of overture, proposal, offer something, and move forward. To where you're really passionate energy here. Can be even about travel. Absolutely. Yeah. Okay, interesting. I saw the Page of Swords there. Okay. One more waiting to unfold with that Four of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles. That's 10. And we have 10 of Cups in the Emperor. Oh, I see. By the book. You want to do it the right way. That's why Temperance. Oh my goodness. Okay, that's why the Wheel in Temperance. And because with that soulmate energy, it has to be. Let's see here. One more with the Eight of Wands. Wow. We have Strength. Leo's major arcana. This could be in Leo season. I called that out too with that Eight of Wands. But Strength is a card about courage and literal strength. What it takes to get through this kind of process. This could be a Leo. And then we have the Nine of Pentacles. Building towards. This is a card about independence, though, and we have you needing to leave something behind. Okay. Let's go down to Saturn, and then I'm going to go deeper, because Saturn with Temperance, it may tie in over here. Can I see Temperance? We have the Three of Swords. Oh, the Ten of Swords. The Three of Swords is memories of heartbreaking experiences from the past. It can be a repeating cycle of them with the same person. Maybe that's who you need to leave behind here, some of you. But it can just be whatever those experiences were for you. They all represent a cycle, though, see? And they all have different hilts, so they're all different. But they're all wrapped up in this red cord. This is about timing. Let me see. Three of Swords. Queen of Swords. And I see that King of Cups. He's being held back. Remember I said the King of Swords is pretty well the opposite of the King of Cups. That's true. He's being held back. We have the King of Pentacles, King of Swords, King of Cups, no King of Wands. And the wands are here, waiting to unfold. The King of Wands is all about taking action. And it's about having the passion and the courage to do that with Leo energy here. And that could be in Leo season. But this is what you need to complete. Now, whether this is that you want to make an offer, we have soulmate energy here, or it can be about your creative or something you want to put out into the world, something you feel very emotional about. And here's that King of Cups down here. And then I see the Queen of Swords. King and Queen of Swords here. All right. One more King of Cups. Yeah. Oh my. We have the Tower and the Five of Swords. Okay. The Tower is Uranus energy. It's what I talked about, sudden change. And then the Five of Swords is doing what it takes to get free. Interesting. Temperance here. Maybe this is being helped, and maybe that was recent for you. A lot of changes, and this heartbreak being processed. Yeah, it could be. Look at this, Six of Wands. We have Five of Wands right here. The Six of Wands is, for me, look, no, it's the King of Wands. That's amazing. The Six of Wands is a card about transformation for me. Absolutely. Look at that butterfly springing free out of all of this brambles. Five of Wands right here. Who is this? What is this situation for you? Because then the King of Wands comes out. And then you have the Emperor, which we have waiting to unfold. All right. I hope you're still with me, Cancer. Let's do the Pope now and see what that Ten of Swords under the moon is for you. Let me see the Six of Pentacles and the Ten of Swords. Something to do with money? Yeah, it could be. Yes, look. The Two of Pentacles and Justice. Incidentally, this is Capricorn energy with the Two of Pentacles. And we have Justice right here with the Lovers and the Five of Wands. Eight of Cups. This is like karma balancing as well. Doing it by the book. Justice. It can be legal for a few of you, but not necessarily, because we have receiving. So can also be about you awaiting like some kind of financial thing or offer. Yeah, you could be. We have the Seven of Cups, water energy. The Seven of Cups is a card about like dreaming, imagine. There could be some confusion or uncertainty about what comes next, but we have that vision of life beyond death. Seven of Cups can be a bit like a vision, yes, but a bit elusive. I see the Five of Wands, receiving. The Four of Cups. Four of Cups is Cancer energy. And it is the card about waiting to receive some kind of offer before you can do that right here. Now, in this card, there's a hand reaching through the window holding that Ace of Cups we saw, right? But it's about a time and a place. Now, in some of your cases, this can be about making a choice between different people, like different possibilities. So why the rush over here? Ten of Wands, Knight of Swords. That's about communication. Nine of Cups, right here too. Wish fulfillment. The receiving, and temperance. King of Wands. Amazing. What is the communication? King of Wands. What's the communication? The Hierophant and the Three of Swords. Interesting. Because we have that Three of Swords down here. Now, the Hierophant, Cancer, for a lot of you, that can be about family. It can be about the way we were raised. It can be about our familiar structures and environments. For others of you, it can be about getting free of a contract. The Hierophant also can be like legal, like a court decision. Let me see. Three of Swords. The Tower. We have Three of Swords in the Tower down in Saturn. And maybe what's holding you back is that you don't want to hurt somebody. Three of Swords. Let's see that Eight of Cups in the Chariot, please, in your focus. Receiving. The Hierophant's also the Pope. So for many of you, with the Hermit and the Hierophant, that's quite spiritual. And that could be part of it too. So we have those messages coming in. Look what it is. The Ten of Cups. Eight of Cups here. The Chariot. And the Five of Pentacles. So yeah, a lot of you, it can be about your resources. And part of the process with the King of Pentacles, that self-mastery, has been about rebuilding that, but by the book. You want to do it the right way. And we see the Ten of Pentacles building here. One more Ten of Swords, Nine of Cups in the world. In Mars. Because it's saying take action on that Ten of Swords. The Knight is holding that last sword. Could be incoming communication that then allows this. Ten of Wands, Six of Pentacles, money, an offer, incoming communication. See? Yeah, the Ace of Swords, interesting. The Ace of Swords is a decision. And here's the Six of Pentacles. And then the Ten of Swords. You're waiting for some kind of financial thing or contract or job offer or something. Interesting, interesting. Okay, let me see. What do we have here? Let me see this Knight of Cups. Is this you wanting to make an offer to somebody or put your work out there? Yeah, I believe it is. We have the Magician, Virgo, and Gemini. Very spiritual energy. But the Magician is the master manifester. And this is about you creating this for yourself. Whether, okay, one more there. More double strength. Incredible. Right here. One more. This is taking a lot of courage, that's for sure. This is your manifestation opening up. Yeah, it's the King of Pentacles. And then that Five of Wands. Five of Wands, Five of Wands. Now with Five of Wands here and Five of Wands here, this can be about collaboration. It can be about working together with somebody because we have that Knight and you wanting to come in. The Wands are about passion and they can be creativity as well. With double Leo energy, very creative. So, Saturn, what's going on? The Tower and the Five of Swords. Hill, where I said let go or be dragged. The Wheel of Fortune comes spinning through our lives. This is Jupiter. And it's making this sudden change here for you. And let me see the Three of Swords. I mean, the Three of Swords is historical. So it can be about letting that go. The Devil and the Six of Wands. Look who's there. Saturn. Capricorn energy. We already saw the Six of Wands. One more. The Devil can be about fear. It can be about self-doubt, but it's showing up here in Saturn. How interesting. One more. Jupiter waiting to come through can be the reward for that Three of Swords. The Empress. And the Emperor. Whoa. Soulmates. I have one more there. And the King of Cups again. We have the King of Cups right here. And I said, it's the King of Cups was the only missing king, and he's right here, waiting for that cycle to unfold with Temperance. Divine timing, Temperance, the Wheel of Fortune, is at work. And for me, it does have a lot to do with healing heartbreak from the past, doing it by the book. And for some of you, it could have been in a former situation. You could be holding on to heartbreak from the past. Wow. All right. So, I mean, I was going to say, what does Cancer need to know? But we have this King of Swords here. Let me see. See that Ace of Swords? That's the decision. Okay, you do want to tell me, huh? The Two of Wands. The Two of Wands is about setting foot down a whole new path. She's holding out a crystal ball to the horizon. Visions of life beyond death. What comes next? Ace of Swords is the vision. Ten of Swords. And the world. Amazing. Now, this could be somebody with the Chariot and the Empress down here that you, for at a distance, that you have your eye on. But for others of you, it's about what you're creating for your future. Anything else before we go into the oracles? You see one more with that Hierophant. Okay. The Ace of Swords is there. And then the Sun is nature. We definitely, now you could be dealing with a Leo. You could have it strongly in your chart. But it is about rebirth. It's about happiness, celebration. And that's coming out of the Ten of Wands, Ten of Swords. That's what's waiting for you. Let's have one more. With the Sun. That's the vision. Yes, what? The Four of Swords. I do love that. Because we have Three of Swords down here. The Four of Swords is full integration and understanding of the past. So that you can release it with the Sun here. Wow. I don't know if we need to. I'll draw one on the Devil. Just to see if we can see what that is. Being released. The right way. The Queen of Swords, Nine of Swords. We already saw the Queen of Swords down here. Now the King and Queen of Swords. For some of you, this could be somebody from, like an ex. Somebody. And I said you might be afraid of hurting them, Nine of Swords. Could be the case. Like Nine of Swords and the Queen of Swords is somebody who spends way too much time getting anxious, being in the mind, living in fear. Can be also about overthinking. But because we have Justice and the King and Queen of Swords, some, again, can be about a divorce or a separation. All right. Let's go to the oracles. What are we going to do? The blue deck. I got a couple from here. I hope this was resonating with you, Cancer. Unusual reading for you, my friends. The King of Cups is trapped, though, down here. So, okay. What else do we have for Cancer from the blue deck? I do love that the Chariot came out there right in the position of the Sun. What do we have? The Thinking Woman. Adjacent possibilities. And then we have the Sun. Okay. We have the Sun right here. Now, adjacent possibility. Oh, where'd you go? That's kind of like the Seven of Cups as well, right? Receiving the vision, a different way to do something, another approach, other possibilities. We have the Sun there. One more. Pairing connections and the door to personal healing and happiness. Sun. And the Four of Swords. One more. And then we have appreciation and the seventh chakra, Archangel Uriel. That's that intuition, that receiving visions. We have this caring connection and appreciation on the bottom of the deck. Interesting. Okay, let's get one more. Angel of Love and Financial Constraints. We have the Angel of Love down here in Saturn. So it is about divine timing. So Cancer, if some of you are stressing about that, like the situation not moving forward, it's going to. But we have these financial constraints. So, and that's what you've been working on. Interesting. The Six of Pentacles down here. I'll get one more there and then we'll close this reading off for you. Let's go to the heavyweight. The Rider Waite. Let me see. Six of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles. What you're waiting for. And then we have the Nine of Cups, Six of Cups. How many times have we seen the Nine of Cups? Wish fulfillment. The Six of Cups is a card about our past often. And for some of you with the Hierophant, it can be about a family thing. Some of you. For others of you, well, either way, children have, look, Eight of Wands. And we have Eight of Wands over here. Nine of Cups. Two of Wands. The Tower. Tower. Some of you could be looking at moving, for sure. Okay, interesting. All right, we have to do a moon card, of course, Cancer. Maybe I'll do a romance angel for some of you where this is romance. Let me see. Full moon in Sagittarius, see the bigger picture. Do it by the book. It's worth waiting. We have that divine timing, okay? Oh, so many. Full moon in Aries, cool your emotions. Last quarter moon in Capricorn, leave the past behind. And then, first quarter moon in Cancer, that's the new moon that we had. Push through any insecurities. There's that strength card coming out right here. Wow, Cancer. Honor your feelings. Okay. How am I doing on time? Ooh, it is getting long. How about we just do 2 astrology cards and 1 romance angel? Nope. We're not doing that. Let's see, for Cancer. The Ascendant, the entrance. This is where that's the first house of the zodiac, the arrival of the new. We have symbiosis, the fifth house of passion and creativity, Leo energy. And then we have the second house. This is the house of mystery and the unknown. It's Scorpio. On the bottom, I see the 10th house, which is Capricorns. That can be about your achievements out in the world. All right. We'll close it. What do we? Yeah, okay. We'll close it off with a lover's oracle. No, I said a romance angel. Okay, I'll get you one. Wait, don't rush into it. Allow nature to take its course. That's what I've been saying there with the devil and temperance. Okay. Transformation. Your relationship with one another is about to deepen. Love conquers and transforms all things. Look inside yourself. Examine what is causing you to feel that way. We have the Hermit here with the 10 of Wands, and then the 3 of Swords and Saturn. So for many of you, whatever the situation is, it can, like I said, be bringing up that 3 of Swords. Memories of heartbreak from the past. So when I said if overthinking or doubt or fear, that could be where it's coming from. All right, Cancer, we'll do a romance angel because I said so. And then I promise we'll leave the reading there. I hope some of it resonated for you. Remember what I said, the whole thing won't. Just take what does and leave the rest behind. All right, Cancer, from the romance angel. And we did have soulmates. You know, the 6 of Cups can be a card about soulmates. Past life. Wedding. This situation involves a marriage. One more. Attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. There's the Sun and the 9 of Cups here. And then trust. This situation is asking for you to have faith. The whole thing here. All right. I love you guys very much, Cancer. Happy birthday, my friends. I'll see you soon. Namaste.